Meet the Aston Martin Valhalla PHEV. A car that isn't just built to go fast, it's built to rewrite what fast means. Born from Formula One technology and Aston Martin's obsessive craftsmanship, this mid-engine hybrid hypercar blends raw combustion fury with silent electric precision. Limited to only 999 units worldwide, Valhalla is the bridge between the racetrack and the road, between the future and tradition. Let's dive deep into what makes it one of the most complex and focused machines Aston has ever built. Exterior. Just one glance, and you know this isn't another supercar. It's a missile sculpted by airflow. The body is pure carbon fiber, formed around a central monocoque tub with aluminium subframes. Every curve and vent has a job. From the hidden twin-element front wing to the massive Venturi tunnels at the rear, Valhalla is essentially an aerodynamic instrument. In race mode, the active rear wing rises dramatically, while the front wing adjusts to maintain perfect balance. Together, they produce over 600 kilograms of downforce from 240 to 350 kilometers per hour. At 217 miles per hour, the car's electronically limited top speed, Valhalla remains stable, planted, and eerily calm. Look closer, and you'll see details straight out of the F1 playbook. Vortex generators on the side skirts, turning vanes sculpted into the doors, and a roof snorkel feeding air to the Hot V twin-turbo engine. The dihedral doors rise forward, making entry easier and adding pure theater every time you get in or out. Even the tailpipes, too high up and too low, are designed not for drama alone, but to manage exhaust flow and sound character. Engine and powertrain. This is where things get serious. The Valhalla's heart is a 4.0-liter twin-turbo V8 with a flat-plane crankshaft. Built specifically for this car, it screams to 7,000 RPM, producing 828 PS and 857 Newton-meters of torque. On its own, that's the most powerful V8 ever fitted to an Aston Martin. But the real story is the hybrid system. 3 electric motors, 2 at the front axle, and 1 integrated into the new 8-speed dual-clutch transmission, add another 251 horsepower, bringing total output to a staggering 1,079 PS, 1,064 bhp, and 1,100 Newton-meters, 811 pound-feet, of torque. Power goes to all 4 wheels, and the results are outrageous. 0 to 100 kilometers per hour in 2.5 seconds, onto 350 kilometers per hour. The hybrid system isn't just for speed, it adds brains to the brawn. The front E-motors handle torque vectoring, reversing, and EV-only drive, while regenerative braking captures energy back into the 400-volt battery system. The gearbox itself is a masterpiece. Aston's first hybridized 8-speed dual-clutch with an integrated E-motor that acts as a starter, charger, and torque booster. There's no traditional reverse gear. Instead, the front motors take care of backing up, saving weight and complexity. Chassis, suspension, and brakes. Underneath, Valhalla is an engineering ballet. The chassis is a carbon fiber monocoque developed with Aston Martin Performance Technologies, the same team that supports their F1 cars. It's incredibly stiff yet light, tipping the scales at just 1,655 kilograms dry, with lightweight options. Up front, you get a double wishbone pushrod suspension, just like in Formula One. Inboard-mounted Bilstein DTX, adaptive dampers control ride, height, and stiffness, while a multi-link rear suspension keeps things stable under power. There are 4 driving modes: EV, Sport, Sport Plus, and Race, each altering damping, aero, steering, and hybrid behavior. Braking power comes from massive carbon ceramic discs, 410 millimeters at the front with 6 piston calipers and 390 millimeters at the rear with 4 pistons. Brake-by-wire control integrates with regenerative braking, ensuring seamless pedal feel whether you're slowing from 300 kilometers per hour or creeping in traffic. The electric power steering has a 13.7 to 1 ratio, with just 2.3 turns lock to lock, giving pinpoint precision. Handling and dynamics. Valhalla's handling philosophy comes straight from F1: high downforce, low weight, and total balance. Because the front and rear axles are unconnected, Aston's Integrated Vehicle Dynamics Control (IVDC) system constantly monitors grip and torque at each corner, blending e-torque vectoring up front with a rear electronic limited slip differential. The result is stability and agility that defy physics. In ESP race mode, the stability control loosens its leash, letting skilled drivers exploit the chassis at its limit with surgical precision. Torque vectoring sharpens turn-in and eliminates understeer, while e-boost and torque fill smooth out every shift, ensuring the V8 and electric motors work as one. Valhalla isn't about raw numbers alone. It's about feedback. The steering feels alive, the chassis breathes with the road, and the hybrid torque delivery feels instant and endless. Whether carving through corners or blasting down straights, it feels intuitive, like a race car tamed just enough for real roads. Interior, those dramatic dihedral doors, and you're greeted by a cockpit that's all about the driver. The raised heel driving position mirrors Aston's F1 cars, aligning your body perfectly with the steering column and pedals. The carbon fiber seat shells weigh under 11 pounds each, combining comfort with support. Materials are lightweight but luxurious. Alcantara comes standard, with optional semi-aniline leather and exposed carbon detailing. The design is minimalist. Every switch, paddle, and screen serves a purpose. The NextGen infotainment system features a 10.25-inch touchscreen, a driver's digital cluster, and a race-inspired tachometer display. A power flow visualizer shows how the hybrid system's energy moves between engine, motors, and battery in real time. There's even an optional 14-speaker, 745-watt Bowers & Wilkins audio system, tuned for both studio and stage sound profiles. Apple CarPlay comes standard. And because this is still a road car, you get Aston's full ADAS suite. Adaptive cruise control, lane keep assist, emergency braking, and matrix LED headlights. Everything feels sculpted around the driver. Visibility is excellent thanks to the digital mirror system, and the cabin cocoon, lined with Alcantara and carbon, feels more like a fighter jet than a luxury car. Technology and aerodynamics. Valhalla's aerodynamics are its most advanced weapon. Developed with Aston Martin Performance Technologies, the same engineers supporting their Formula One team, the system uses active wings, movable underbody vanes, and intelligent airflow management. The car literally changes shape to control pressure and balance. At 150 miles per hour, it generates over 1,300 pounds of downforce, and the aero balance adjusts automatically to maintain stability up to its top speed. The rear wing acts as both drag reduction system, DRS, and air brake, shifting from flat to vertical in half a second under heavy braking. Cooling is equally complex, with separate radiators for the V8, hybrid battery, and cabin, plus dedicated ducts feeding the transmission and oil coolers. The result? Consistent, repeatable performance, even in punishing track conditions. Wheels and tires. Valhalla rides on staggered 20-inch front and 21-inch rear forged alloys, wrapped in bespoke Michelin Pilot Sport S5 AML tires. Winter-specific Michelin Pilot Alpine 5 compounds are optional. For ultimate performance, magnesium wheels with Pilot Sport Cup 2 tires are available, cutting unsprung weight and sharpening response. The carbon ceramic braking system keeps fade at bay, while regenerative braking recovers energy seamlessly. Despite its massive performance, the steering remains progressive and communicative, making Valhalla surprisingly approachable on normal roads. Verdict: Aston Martin calls Valhalla the ultimate driver's supercar. And for once, that isn't marketing fluff. It's a machine that merges artistry with raw data, Formula One science with British craftsmanship. The blend of 1079 PS hybrid power, adaptive aero, carbon monocoque precision, and cutting-edge electronics makes it one of the most complete performance cars ever built. It's not just fast, it's focused. It's not just high-tech, it's human in its response. And with only 999 to be made, the Valhalla stands as the moment Aston Martin turned its racing dreams into a road-going reality. This is Valhalla. Not just a car, but a statement, the gate between worlds, where engineering meets emotion, and the future begins.